Northwestern won the toss. They deferred, so Wisconsin will start with the football. And this is returnable. To the 20, to the 25. And that's where the Badgers will go to work. As we look at Graham Mertz for the first time, the sophomore out of Overland Park, Kansas. Struggled early in the year, especially after the 4 interceptions against Notre Dame. To his credit, he's handled it and now playing well.
He did, and he's coming off his best game of the season, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have the 1 ugly interception, but he's doing a much better job taking care of the football.
So Wisconsin trying to stretch that winning streak to 6 games, looking more and more like the team to beat in the Big Ten West. They're going to throw on first down. Mertz is complete, caught at the 30-yard line. This is going to be a first down and more to the 42. Allen in the backfield, and he's going to get his first carry of the day, and he'll plow ahead for about 5. Second down and 6. Here's Allen again. Third down and short. Wisconsin struggled on third down this year, just 32%, last in the Big Ten. And they are stood up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a big stop there.
So Andy Vunovich, the senior punter, comes out for Wisconsin. And he's going to try to pin the Wildcats deep. He's got a 45-yard average. He's on pace for a school record this year. Another great punt. Explosive sophomore running back. Marty looks to throw on first down, and he's complete, caught at the 15-yard line and running out of bounds after the catch is Stephon Robinson, the grad transfer from Kansas, who's become the #1 wideout for Northwestern.
Yeah, he's the raw speed guy, too. When they need a big play, an explosive play, they look the way of Robinson. But another reason why Marty gets the nod is he's the most athletic quarterback. He's going to use his legs a little bit.
Here's Hall. Good carry for a first down. Hall has really stepped up since they lost their best running back, Cam Porter. He has emerged as the feature back, doing a great job. First down for the Wildcats as you look at Pat Fitzgerald. On his 16th year at Northwestern. Little jet sweep. And this is going to go to Robinson. And that's going to be close to the 30-yard line.
Good job just mixing up the play calling here. I like it, a little jet sweep. A little tempo here by this Northwestern offense as well.
Pat Fitzgerald thinks that this team could easily have another win or two. Turnovers have been the Achilles heel. 5 at Duke, 3 last week against Iowa, both one-score losses. On second down, Evan Hall maybe gets a yard. This Wisconsin defense, as we've said, is formidable.
They are, and they're so fun watching, and they rank at the top of virtually every category in the Big Ten, and really led by their linebacking core, which I'm excited to get into today. They're a fun bunch to watch. Leo
Chanel, another tackle. He's having an All-American type season for the Badgers. Deep handoff, Hall battling his way for the first down. His #1 job today, again, not turning it over. He lost it, able to recover, and he hurls it out of bounds. Opening series for the Cats after Wisconsin was forced to punt from the 35, second down. Pass caught and hit immediately as the receiver. Wisconsin showing pressure. They rush 4. Marty gets rid of it. That is caught. Northwestern has moved it out from the shadow of their own goal line to near midfield. Play action. Marty throws far sideline, looking for a man. It's almost intercepted on the opponent's opening drive yet this season. Marty in trouble, steps up. And he's going to run for a first down inside the 40, shoved out at the 37 by Chanel.
That was great.
And now they're going to run it right up the middle with Hull. Second down and 2. Hull again. And he's going to be about a half yard short of the first down.
Got to find a way to score points once they're inside the red zone here.
Marty on the keeper, and it looks like he got it.
Absolutely cannot happen. Got to hold on to the football.
14th play of the drive. And it's Hull again. Second down and 6, a little play fake. Marty ducks away. He's going to look to run again. Gets around one tackle and is brought down at the 20 by Jack Sanborn. All right, Kevin, thanks. Yeah, they're all fired up about Jim Mora. Northwestern 11 of 21 on fourth down this year. Pressure coming. Batted. Somehow caught by Hull. And that's a first down. What a drive here on the opening series for Northwestern. They've covered 83 yards in 6.5 minutes. Play number 18. Late handoff. And Wisconsin's ready for that one. Northwestern last in the Big Ten in red zone scoring, trying to cap what's been an impressive opening series. Marty looks left, throws to the end zone. Webb, and it's picked off. Great coverage. Caesar Williams shaken up earlier on the drive, comes back in and picks one off in the end zone. Now, Wisconsin backed up inside their own 5 because Williams took his helmet off celebrating. That's a penalty. So Andrew Marty throws another red zone interception. Braylon Allen in the backfield for Wisconsin. He'll get the handoff. Looking for room on the near side. He's found it. 15, 20. Look at him go into the secondary. And an ankle tackle at the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 42. Graham Mertz, another handoff. And bouncing off tackles. Allen powers his way to the 49 of Northwestern. I'll keep feeding Braylon Allen because it's working.
That's the thing. This social media, how these young kids deal with all the criticism they get on social media at a young age, it's really something else, and you got to give a guy like Graham Mertz some credit. Run that ball, and then have Graham Mertz take what the defense gives him in the pass game.
Brady Shipper is going to get his first carry of the day. Usually a third down back. We're going to see him in a lot more regular down and distance situations today. You've got it inside the 35 here on series number 2, and Allen, another great run inside the 25. Already just a minute to go here in period number 1. This game is moving fast. Braylon Allen finds some daylight left side. Takes a bump at about the 10-yard line from Cam Mitchell, and you can see him over on the sideline now as he kind of was ginger going over to the bench.
Good sign.
And penalty flags come in.
Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Shipper back in there. Inside handoff, looking for room on the right side. He's going to get to the 10-yard line. The Boilermakers coming off their upset of number 3 Michigan State. Here's Mertz going to the end zone, some contact, and a late flag. Yep, comes in. Intended for Danny Davis, and he was knocked down.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. The foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
It's Cam Mitchell, the sophomore corner.
Yeah, Cam Mitchell just kind of got tied up in the. He had the jersey pull with the left and on the back of the jersey with the right hand as well. Who drew the flag.
Allen in the backfield. He'll get it. And he's got a touchdown. 94 yards rushing already. Colin Larsh, senior out of nearby Marshall, Wisconsin, comes on for the extra point, and he got it.
Played a little bit, Wayne got that ankle retaped, and it hasn't stopped him, though.
Early stages of the second quarter, the Badgers defense going to work.
You can see why he's on the field, though. It's a great job just getting down the line of scrimmage.
Direct snap to Calvin Johnson, the wide receiver. He fumbled. Able to recover, but he's hammered in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 4.
And this is the second time today we've seen a bad exchange. Now, of course, this is a wide receiver at running back, or a quarterback, excuse me, but just not watching that thing in, and just Northwestern. Now, look, when they do run the ball, they're having some success. They had 48 rush yards on that first drive. They're really setting themselves back right now.
Yeah, it was a good-looking opening series for Northwestern, but they had the red zone interception. Now Andrew Marty back to take this shotgun snap. 5-step drop, sets, throws, finds Hull out of the backfield. He's immediately hit. isn't even able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, a gain of 3, and Northwestern will have to punt. So here comes Derek Adams, who needs 45 yards to break the all-time college football career record for punting yards. Ooh. Oh, this is a bad one, since it's straight up. No distance. Now gets a friendly roll to put it on the other side of the 50, but not the kind of kick Derek Adams is used to getting away. He's got it again. Keeps it between the hashes. Bryce Gallagher makes the tackle. Blake Gallagher's younger brother. They think he's going to be a superstar too at Northwestern.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, and he had a nice game against Iowa. He does a good job for a young linebacker playing the position. But this run defense, as we mentioned, dead last in the Big Ten in rush D, and not off to a great start in that regard here today.
Remember last year when these two teams met up, Northwestern kept Wisconsin to 7 points, turned them over five times in that game.
They're going to need a few of those today if they want to contest.
Mertz complete, and that's going to be a first down to Jake Ferguson, the All-Big Ten tight end.
And this is one of Graham Mertz's favorite targets, Jake Ferguson. And Rutgers last week did a pretty good job of taking him away. But probably the best tight end in the Big Ten.
He's had at least one catch in all 44 games of his career. Here's Allen going to work again. And he's got it at the 29-yard line, a gain of 9 as we go down to Tiffany for more on Allen.
You guys watching Allen kind of battle through that kind of right limp he has on that right side of his leg. And, you know, the guys told me he's so resilient. Mertz actually said he just loves the way he runs, that he finishes every single play, and he's just tough. And that's one of the things that they really like about this guy, and they're leaning on him heavily today.
He's just galloping through those holes right now. No one's bringing him down.
It's official now, 6 straight 100-yard games for Allen as he takes another tote to the 25-yard line. Brady Shipper, the junior out of Stoughton, Wisconsin, checks in here. A flag flies.
Full start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Since then, they've been pretty good. 1st and 15. Mertz right down the chute. It's Danny Davis in stride, and that's going to be a first down for Wisconsin. The veteran wideout out of Springfield, Ohio, gets him to the 14-yard line.
It was a great job of pass protection by this offensive line we were just talking about. Look at that clean pocket, and this is where Graham Mertz needs to live. It's really in between the numbers, almost more in between the hashes is where he's really effective. Saw a lot of those slants the last couple weeks, and there's another one. That's an easy throw for a quarterback, and you put it on the money.
You know, it's not like he doesn't have the arm strength. No. It's just he's more comfortable there.
And he's more accurate on those throws inside the numbers.
Allen picking his way, maybe a yard.
Knowing what the guy next to him is doing and always being on the same page, it really orchestrate that offensive line.
Mertz again stays clean, caught, touchdown. Danny Davis, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year, hooks up with Mertz from 13 away. Large with the extra point. Graham Mertz last week with another touchdown reception here in the 2nd quarter. Big game against the Jets. 172 rushing. And boy, is this defense getting lathered up.
Stout at the point of contact, but again can just shut down plays all over that defense.
That one's incomplete from Marty, and quickly it's 3rd down. And all of those numbers he has put up despite missing the first 2 games of the season with COVID. I mean, just think if he had 2 more games, what do you do done?
Well, check out his last 4 games. 42 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. That was coming into this game. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
There's center Sam Jarek for Northwestern making his way off the field. He's a captain, 3rd-year starter at center, and hopefully he's going to be okay. Let's go down to Tiffany, who's got more on Chanel.
Hey guys, when we talked to defensive coordinator Jim Leonard, he said that, you know, they don't make that many in the form of the size and the speed that Chanel has. And he said he's kind of got this freaky thing about him where he can just, you know, bend when he's going in on those runs around the corner and just kind of slip around guys. And that just makes him such a great athlete, he said.
Yeah, I mean, a guy with his size to be able to bend and run like he does, there's not many of them.
Marshall Lang to the right of the formation. On 3rd down and 12, Marty in trouble, slides up, and he is going to be caught from behind by Jack Sanborn.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Northwestern official ran into a coach in the white. Half the distance to the goal, 4th down.
Danny Davis back to return. This is a better kick. And it is fielded at the 49-yard line of Northwestern.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Once promising season for Florida, too.
Yeah. It's been a tough go for Dan Mullen, that Florida Gator team.
What a game so far for Braylon Allen, the true freshman. He's been good today so far. He's going to get some pressure here, slips out of a potential sack and dumps it off to John Chanel. 3rd down and 9. And that is caught at the 35-yard line. What a catch by Jake Ferguson. What a resource to have a great pass-catching tight end like Ferguson when you're a quarterback. And now Mertz moves the pocket, gets it downfield. Another completion. Again, Mertz has a wide open man at Shipper, and he rumbles inside the 5-yard line. Brady Shipper, the junior from Stoughton, Wisconsin, a catch and run of 24.
Northwestern at some point is going to have to deny the middle of the field, or Graham Mertz is going to pick them apart. This is about a 3rd throw to the middle of the field. And again, good protection. He just makes it look easy. A little wheel route by the running back, and sneaks up there for a nice gain.
So 1st down and goal to go for Wisconsin. They have been so good in the red zone during this winning streak. Mertz hasn't thrown an incompletion yet. Some people will remember that game against Illinois to start the year last year. Only threw 1 incompletion in that one. Easy touchdown for Allen, his 2nd of the day. And this Northwestern defense has no answer.
Easy touchdown.
And Graham Mertz has been pretty good for Wisconsin today, leading a 6-play, 49-yard scoring drive to make it 21-0, and Northwestern with another touchback.
Well, after the first 6 games of the year, they were -11 in turnover margin. After today, they'd sit at -1. It's incredible.
Here's Andrew Marty, the quarterback, trying to keep it himself and get something, but he gets nothing. Wow, this defense is fired up. John Torchio, the strong safety.
Just red jersey. It looks like sometimes they're playing with 12 or 13 guys out there. There's always a red jersey around. And here comes big number 15 laying a stick on the quarterback.
Northwestern 82 yards of offense on their opening series. They've gone backwards on their last 2 drives. Play action. Marty going down the middle, has a man wide open. It's Malik Washington for a big play. Biggest of the day for the Wildcats. It's a gain of 24.
And Malik Williams has been great the last 3 weeks, and really ever since Bryce Kurtz went down with an injury a few weeks ago, he stepped it up, and that's what Northwestern desperately needs right now, is explosive plays if they want to get back in this thing.
Hull inside the 50 to the 49 now of Wisconsin. Finally into plus territory. So Wisconsin just dominant, outscoring opponents 174-37, including today with 14 takeaways, another red zone turnover. That really cost Northwestern. If they get that touchdown on that drive, it makes it 7-0. This game has an entirely different feel at that point.
Yeah, it's a completely different ball game. That was a great drive, as you mentioned, the 48 rush yards in that first drive, and then it was just Andrew Marty did exactly what we previewed he could not afford to do, which is throw a ball into coverage, and Caesar Williams made him pay, and so far after that play, it has been all Wisconsin.
So Dom D'Antonio comes into play left guard as Preeb was helped off the field for Northwestern. Down 3 scores. Marty 6 of 10 passing, dumps it out in the flat, it's caught, but it's going to be another tackle for loss. Torchio one more time for Wisconsin. That is the 6th tackle for loss already today for these Badgers. They average 7 per game. So 3rd down and very long. Marty in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked by Matt Henningsen, the defensive end. He has been really dialed in lately.
It's so deceptive of how they bring their pressures. It looks like they're going to bring 5, and at the last minute somebody drops out, still bringing 4. But then Henningsen, former walk-on, comes in and wraps up Marty, and you can just tell that Marty just is confused on where's the pressure coming from, where's the open guy, where's the open space, and just that hesitation and where the look is, where it's coming from is enough.
The Ducks are number 3 in the college football playoff rankings. Danny Davis lets this one sail over his head. Beautiful punt by Derek Adams. Wisconsin backed up. They'll start at their own 3-yard line. Give it to the freshman Braylon Allen. Already over 100 yards rushing today. That's his 17th carry, 116 and a couple of touchdowns. Already a terrific day, and we still have a lot of football left. 6 straight 100-yard rushing games, most by a freshman in school history. That is tied with Anthony Davis, who did it in 2001.
And Anthony Davis was chiming in on social media saying he was hoping that Braylon Allen was going to challenge that record.
Quick moving first half. Here's Mertz from the end zone, throws complete, and that's going to be a first down for the Badgers. Wants to throw again, goes down the middle of the field looking for Ferguson. Only 2 since. He's like a new man since the end of September. Allen looking for room on the right side, hurdles a man and gets to the 25. So 3rd down and manageable. They're going to try to pass for this first down, and they got it. Complete right down the middle of the field. Kendrick Pryor. Under a minute to go here before halftime. A swift moving first half. This is going to be a false start on Wisconsin. So 49 seconds to go here in the half. Graham Mertz. He'll throw down the middle, wide open again. Danny Davis. He has a touchdown already in this game. Give him 16 more yards.
They want to save that timeout, so Mertz is saying, come on, get up on the line. There were some linemen that were way back behind the line of scrimmage. Just going to waste a few seconds here.
38 seconds and counting. Mertz sets, throws, and he's going to complete another one to the 23. After Ferguson and Pryor and Davis leave the program. On first down, dumped off short, incomplete through the hands of Ferguson. They win out. They win the Big Ten West for the 7th time since the Big Ten went to divisions in 2011. Going to the end zone, looking for Davis. It's intercepted by Brandon Joseph. Picked off.
After the play was over, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 5 Northwestern.
That's against
The
Northwestern.
result of the play was a touchback. The penalty be enforced half the distance from the 20-yard line. First down.
So after the late hit penalty, Northwestern will have it at the 10. They're going to take a knee, get this one to half. Braylon Allen already with 100 yards rushing for the 6th straight game as Wisconsin tries to win its 6th in a row here today. Northwestern's going to start with the football. This is Ray Nairo on the return, and it's a pretty good one across the 35-yard line. Let's go down to Tiffany.
Guys, when I spoke with Wisconsin coach Paul Chris, he told me we just got to keep playing. He said this Northwestern team knows them well. He doesn't want them to take their foot off the gas. And as for that Graham Mertz interception just before the half in the end zone, he told me he knows guys are trying to make plays. And then he paused. He said, you just can't do that.
He's been had just a fantastic first half.
123 yards and a couple of touchdowns for Allen. Northwestern incomplete, tipped by Scott Nelson. What a great first half, the free safety from Detroit.
And it's just one of the different looks that Jim Leonard gives you on this defense. This is a safety up on the line of scrimmage and just times it up, and they're trying to shoot the ball out to Evan Hall, which is a good idea. Get him involved in the pass game. I think that's something they have to do, but it was tipped by Nelson.
Good run for Andrew Marty, who struggled looking comfortable in the first half with all the pressure he faced. Nick Herbig brings him down, but it's a gain of 12 for Marty.
I think this is something that Marty has to continue to do. He had a really good run in the first half there for a first down. Just keep using those legs.
Another tackle for loss for these Badgers. Henningsen gets in again. That is the 9th TFL for Wisconsin.
They just attack. They play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Week in, week out is what you see. They don't wait for you to come to them. They go get you. And the defensive line, you got Keanu Benton, who's 6'4", 320 pounds. Henningsen's about 300. Mullins goes about 300. Some big guys up there.
So second down and 13. Northwestern 0-3 on the road this year, having a tough time in Madison. Marty is complete, got it to Robinson, but not a lot of operating room in the middle of the field. He's down at the 47-yard line. Noah Burks, the outside linebacker, another super senior in his 52nd career game, made that stop.
And that's one thing you just consistently see with this Wisconsin defense. Look, the offense completes some passes, but the yards after the catch, you really don't see it much. That shows you these guys are experienced and they're in the right position.
They're going to run it with Hall. Nothing there. Maybe a yard. Fourth down. Jack Sanborn having an outstanding day, making that tackle. And the offense is staying out on the field, Rocky.
How about that? But Keanu Benton, the nose tackle, plays that zero technique. He just takes on double teams all day long. Did a great job there. But, I mean, this is kind of desperation time for Northwestern. And I'm not upset with the call here to try to go for it on fourth down, but they got to get it.
Wow. It's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats.
And this young team just consistently through this year has not done it.
Derek Adams punting to Danny Davis, who makes the fair catch at the 12, and that's where the Badgers will have it. Started 9 for 9 passing here today, and he wants to throw on first down. And he's got it to Kendrick Pryor out near the 20-yard line. Pickup of 9.
I want to go back to that because, yes, he did throw the interception, but I'm not that upset about that. It was right before the end of the half. Didn't hurt him, and I think there's a fine line. You don't want your quarterback being too cautious to where he can't pull the trigger because, look, let's face it, to win big games in college football these days, your quarterback is going to have to make some big throws. So you can't have him out there just being cautious all the time. Yes, you can't have the interceptions, but, you know, you got to be able to let it loose here a little bit too.
He'll go under center. Turn around and hand off to the freshman Braylon Allen, and he is hit once, twice, 3, 4 times, and then he's finally wrestled down. Leading the charge, Cam Mitchell and Joe Spivak. That's going to be a loss of 1. We haven't seen too many negative plays for Braylon Allen.
But that might have been the best negative 1-yard rush I've seen this year. He still didn't want to go down and was breaking a bunch of tackles. But again, this is how you got to stop him. You got to get him going in the stop him in the backfield, hit him in the backfield, put some helmets on him, because if he gets out into open space and gets that steam behind him, it's tough.
Big number 1, Joe Spivak, was the first one to put some pressure on him. The captain out of Darien, Illinois. Here's Mertz, and that's nearly picked off. Incomplete, intended for Davis. And so now fourth down, and the Badgers will have to punt. Yeah. Northwestern desperately needed that.
And that was a little bit behind the receiver there, and Graham Mertz knew it.
Vunovic comes out to punt from the 5-yard line. J.J. Jefferson back to return at the 35 for the Wildcats. See if this Northwestern offense can come to life. Good kick for Vunovic. Drifting toward the sideline, Jefferson, he catches it. Andrew Clare in the backfield on first down for Northwestern. And that is a good run for Andrew Clare, the Bowling Green transfer. Ball comes out, but it's scooped up. Robinson inside the 10 and down near the 5-yard line. A fortuitous bounce right into the arms of Robinson. Herbig knocked it loose, but that's a big play that Northwestern needed.
Yeah, that's explosive play that they've been missing here, and Herbig does a great job of just ripping that ball out. It just takes a bad bounce for Wisconsin fans and right into the arms of Robinson, who does the rest.
Turns into a 68-yard play for the Wildcats, their biggest of the day, and now they're goal to go.
Look at this.
Direct snap to Evan Hall, but this was out of sync, and it's going to be a false start. That's the 5th penalty against Northwestern. Jacob Gill goes in motion. They're going to hand off to Hall. Cuts it up. Not a lot there. They got a break on that fumble. Can they turn it into points? Pocket moves. Marty dumps it off short. Nothing there. Charlie Schmidt moves over from guard to center. Ben Rather now in at right guard. Marty to the end zone looking for a man. It is incomplete. 5th-year senior Charlie Kubander coming out for a 32-yard attempt. He was 2 for 2 last week against Iowa. No!
Wow.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Aaron Rodgers has been cleared to play.
That's huge news. That just came out earlier. There was a question of whether he was going to be able to pass the test to come back and be cleared.
So after the missed field goal, Wisconsin going back to work, leading 21-0. There's another carry for Braylon Allen, but this time nothing to show for it. Pat Fitzgerald finished 1st or 2nd in the Big Ten West in 4 of the last 6 seasons. Not going to happen this year, as Ferguson makes the catch, and that's going to be enough for the first down. The product of Memorial High School right here in Madison. Azama makes the tackle.
Another great job of protection by the offensive line. March still looks poised in the pocket. It's good to see Jake Ferguson get going again. Last week he was held to just a few catches, 2 catches for 40 yards.
Allen straight up the middle, hit, gets away to the outside. Good run, lowers his shoulder. Now Shipper will get a chance. Good run for Brady Shipper, right up the middle.
This offense really thrives when they have 2 guys coming back and forth.
I think Northwestern was offside, so total of 4. I guess if you count that one. Here's Brady Shipper, also pretty good receiver out of the backfield.
That's how I see it right there.
Mertz to his safety valve. DK gets away from a tackler inside the 40, and he's run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and manageable, I guess, here for Wisconsin after that 6-yard catch and run for DK.
He got an unbelievable block from Braylon Allen to help spring that.
That's amazing. Usually rookies take a while to develop the kind of skills. He was considered maybe a defensive guy back in the summer. They didn't know exactly how they were going to use him. And now not only is he running with the football well, he's throwing blocks too. Here's Mertz to throw, steps up, a rifle shot right down the middle of the field, incomplete, intended for Pryor, and it was pretty well covered by Hampton. And that's what Hampton does. Came into the day tied for the Big Ten lead with 10 pass breakups. So now 4th and 3, and we'll see what they decide to do.
You got to kick this thing here, right?
The crowd moaning. Go
Come
for
on,
it,
guys.
come on. So Vunavic will punt. Actually, this is Connor Schlichting coming out, the backup punter for Vunavic. Yeah, it's a good one. Good hang time. And if you think that's cool, next year, Northwestern opens the season in Ireland against Nebraska. Wow. Intercepted on the far sideline. Second time that Andrew Marty has been picked up. The turnovers have been so impressive for Wisconsin. So many takeaways for these Badgers the last 6 games. I'm going to stay with Allen. You wonder, how long they're going to keep him in the game, because he has been the workhorse during this 6-game run.
You kind of think if they go up 28-0 here, it might be time to get Braylon Allen out of the game here, because they can ill afford to not have him at full strength as they're trying to close this season out and win the Big Ten West.
22 carries, 134 yards, couple of touchdowns. Season high this year, 140 yards. It looks like he could get that, maybe even on this carry. He slips down, though, at the 11-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down.
Shaking his head, just a little slip up there on the turf. I'd like to think Graham Mertz might, especially with Allen going out of the game, might try to find Jake Ferguson. This is where they really like number 84. He's on the top of your screen, 3rd guy in.
Mertz over 200 yards passing. They do go to the tight end, and he slips away for the touchdown, Rocky Boyman. You prove a prophet again. 2nd receiving touchdown this year for Ferguson. Jack Van Dyke.
He can use his arm as a weapon for that team, and they can't be just one-dimensional, and that's a good sign for Michigan.
Taking a shot. Andrew Marty has a receiver and is caught. Reeling it in. Stephon Robinson at the 36-yard line.
And Robinson has been the weapon today, and it's just the speed of Robinson, and Faion Hicks just kind of slips a little bit toward the end there. It was just a little bit of enough room, but what a throw by Andrew Marty.
Stephon Robinson, the leading receiver for the Wildcats today, also their leading rusher. Of course, he had that big fumble pickup that he took inside the red zone that Northwestern couldn't capitalize on. Here's Marty keeping it himself. He'll pick up a couple as Leo Chanel makes another stop.
It really has been Robinson with the bulk of the load, and of course, as you mentioned, the big plays. Really would like to see him get Evan Hall involved in the pass game. It was so effective last week.
Yeah, he has been held to 21 yards rushing today on 12 carries. Marty looking to throw here on 2nd down and 8. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked at the logo at the middle of the field. Leo Chanel, 6.5 tackles. 6.5 sacks now for Chanel on the year. 3rd and a mile. Picked off. Intercepted by Wisconsin. 2nd of the year for Torchio. 3rd interception thrown by Andrew Marty today. 2nd week in a row he has thrown 3. 2nd down and 4. Allen again. Bouncing off tacklers. Still on his feet. Goodbye. Touchdown. He's got the hat trick.
It's just going to be a little bit tougher now for Wisconsin moving forward.
So Marty throws his 3rd interception. They make a change at quarterback. It's Ryan Helinski. He'll hand off to Andrew Clare on 1st down. Helinski, a South Carolina transfer, was the guy who came in as a starter after Hunter Johnson kind of ran out of favor. But then Helinski ran out of favor. Greg said they've used 3 starters this year, 4 total quarterbacks. Helinski sets, throws. That's on the mark, caught at the 43-yard line, falling ahead to the 45 is Robinson. Number 2 running back in the backfield. And that throw is high.
And has been all Wisconsin ever since.
Starting quarterback Andrew Marty on the bench. This is Ryan Helinski. Loads, takes a hit as he throws. This year, again, 4 different quarterbacks have been used. It's been an unsettled position. Danny Davis trying to return, takes a hit at about the 15-yard line. Product of St. Xavier High School, which is notorious for producing bad citizens. He came in against Michigan last month after Mertz took a shot to the ribs. That was his most significant action this season, was 3 of 8 passing with a touchdown and an interception. He'll hand off here, and that is a run for Julius Davis, his first touch. And if there's anybody I want to get running advice from, it's Ron Dane.
Correct.
Wolf. Wow, that's a pretty good ball. Julius Davis going to get another one here right up the middle. So Wisconsin, they're going to run their winning streak provided nothing unforeseen happens here to 6 in a row. Minnesota still a factor in the Big Ten West race, but this Wisconsin team right now looks like the team to beat, to knock off, to win that title.
And it's so important late in the season to have momentum and be playing your best football. And name me another team in the Big Ten that's playing this kind of football that Wisconsin is. And you mentioned it. Of course, Wisconsin will have Nebraska next week, but then assuming Minnesota wins out, they'll meet in that final game there for who's going to take the West.
Davis, good run. That's going to be a first down carry for Davis, who was buried on the depth chart. They'll keep running the football as you would expect with Davis. Ball came out. Northwestern's got it. And they're running the other way. A.J. Hampton. Hampton still on his feet. Touchdown, Northwestern. Takeaway for the Wildcats, and they turn it into 6. $50-yard return on that fumble for Hampton.
Certainly saw the ball pop out. It's just a matter, was Davis's knee down? And that ball looked to me, it was coming out before he went down. That is going to be a huge takeaway there for Northwestern.
Bryce Jackson, the safety. Number 22 seemed to get his arm in there and rip it out.
Touchdown stands.
As we've talked about, takeaways have played such a big factor in this matchup in the past. Last year, Northwestern had 5 takeaways off of 3 interceptions of Mertz. This one was just coming pretty late.
Badgers in line for their 6th straight win. Northwestern on their way to losing their 4th in a row. Davis is going to step out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So more reserves in for Wisconsin. Here is Jackson Aker getting his first carry. True freshman out of Verona High School here in Madison. Scored a touchdown on his first career carry last week. This one doesn't go for 6, but he's in the game now. And all the reserves across the front line. We're going to probably see some more receivers come in that haven't been involved yet today.
And it's tough because obviously last series they get the fumble there by Julius Davis, but you do want to take opportunities to get reserves in because this is a violent game and guys are going to go down with injury, and you don't want to be stuck in a position where you're playing a guy who doesn't have any experience at all late in the season.
Chase Wolf, deep handoff. Aker. And he'll get a couple of yards. So Chase Wolf, a couple of career touchdown passes, 4 career interceptions. He is the primary backup to Graham Mertz, but Talking about Graham Mertz, I thought he was outstanding today, especially the way he started. He looked in command right from the get-go, completed his first 9 passes.
The best body language I've seen at him. He just looked, as you said, just looked poised, looked calm, in command, wasn't forcing things, just really finally looked comfortable today.
Oh, another fumble. Ball is out as Aker lost it. And it looks like Northwestern has this one too. Trevor Kent, number 96, recovers for the Wildcats. Ryan Helinski still in the game for Northwestern at quarterback. And Claire will carry again across 35-yard line to the 34. Well, coach has to have something to complain about when they look at this tomorrow. Everything had been going so well for Wisconsin as they put pressure on the quarterback. Helinski able to get it off to Claire, and that's a first down and a gain of 7. Big Ten West, it has been entertaining this year. 4-team tie for first place coming into the day. Pressure off the edge, and that's going to be another sack for this Wisconsin defense. Hunter Wohler, true freshman safety for Muskego, Wisconsin.
It was a great job, great scheme there, because they dropped the defensive end off the quarterback's right side, and then the left side comes. That's the blind spot. And he comes scot-free for the sack.
3rd sack today for the Badgers defense. That's a loss of 8. On 2nd down, they need 18 yards. They get a chunk of it back here. Claire also kind of resetting in Lincoln. Long throw, too high for Helinski, and we're going to get a timeout. Northwestern wants to talk this over. So they're going to go for it on 4th and 17. Nothing to lose, obviously. Northwestern with Helinski at the controls. Tipped in the air and intercepted. Another interception for the Wisconsin defense. This time it's Jordan Turner, who had a pick last week against Rutgers. Brings it to the 36-yard line. There is a flag on the return. Been like that for several weeks.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block. Number 56 on the intercepting team. Penalty would be half the distance from the spot of the foul. First down.
It's been amazing. Look, it's a combination of great players and great scheme that's been drawn up by Jim Leonard.
A little surprised that Graham Mertz had to come back in as he hands off to Shipper, and they'll get the first down. The backups just were fumbling too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think Paul Chris is saying, look, we'd love to get you guys in here, but we got to close this game out and take it on in. What a difference a year makes, and just how he's playing right now with confidence, poise.
Shipper runs it to the left side of the formation. He's tackled. 2nd down. 2nd down and 9. Shipper again cuts it up.
They're playing for a chance to go to Indy as well.
Graham Mertz right down the middle of the field. That is complete. J.J. Jefferson is back to return this punt. And it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We kicked off today.
Helicopters doing the flyover. Really neat. Even if it's just a field goal, you say, wow, we just marched the ball down against the best defense maybe in America and got points on the opening drive.
After winning this division last year, and it's interesting, the winner of this game the last 5 years has represented the West in the Big Ten title game.
Playing well and in good shape here coming to the end of the season.
Meanwhile, Northwestern, a lot of injuries, it appears. Rolling right. Helinski incomplete, highest ranking since '95 when he was playing for the Cats.
There's no question that Pat Fitzgerald bleeds purple.
Number 50, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And has really done a good job. It's just, we've talked about it, but last year they have all the experience, right? Players that have played a ton.
Career day for the freshman Braylon Allen of Wisconsin. Boy, does he have a bright future. 173 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he may be a Big Ten Freshman of the Week again this week after another outstanding performance, his 6th straight 100-yard rushing game.
Was very impressed just to see him in person, just his ability to break tackles, the speed off of it. I mean, the decision making, he's the full package at running back.
He only had 12 carries in the first 4 games. Now he's the focal point of the Wisconsin running game as they pick up the first down here, and we'll be able to. Julius Davis will get another carry here for Wisconsin. He'll take it out of bounds in December of 2020 against Wake Forest in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. (35-7) the final. Wisconsin wins it. Those guys have a lot of respect for each other, Fitzgerald and Christ. Mertz, outstanding